Well, welcome back everybody to Motorsport Manager then. And after that incredible high of race number 1, victory in the opening race of the season, unbelievable, we really need to get back to reality, because the reality is we're not the best team on the grid by a long way. That win was a combination of so many different things. I think Dreyfuss, her skill, she really got the maximum out of that car. We were very lucky with cars having to pit a couple of laps before the end, and we really need to take stock and work on improving our car, because we're not going to be getting those kind of results every race, that's for sure. But it was nice to get that start anyway. But let's get on with it, shall we? Let's have a look at the mail then. Car condition, yep, Dreyfuss blitzes the opposition. She did indeed. I'm not quite sure how, but it happened. It happened. Alright, we've got performance upgrades and reliability improvements coming. That factory is going to be done in 5 weeks, not quite in time for the Munich Grand Prix. I don't really want to build any new parts yet. I think we really just need to concentrate on improving the parts we've got, improving the reliability, and I want to get that balance back into the green, or at least close to it, before we start spending a load on parts again. So I'm a bit worried about how much money we've used at the moment. Okay, car repairs are finished. We've got 2 offers for the open fixed payment slots then. Up front of $1 million, up front of $500,000, 8 races, 10 races. No brainer, surely. 2 races extra for double the amount of money, definitely. La Rocca. $1 million in the bank, perfect. Right, they're on the car. And we're just going to keep going, I think. We've got that performance work being done, which will be completed now. Stop, thank you. What have we got in the mail? Performance work complete, yes, good. Right, so we're currently improving the reliability of our brakes. They still need quite a lot more work. Do we go full on reliability 14 days after race? Not really going to make much difference. We may as well just continue improving it. Performance wise, gearbox could do some work. Maybe this gearbox. And suspension, we'll go for that original. I still can't work out why the parts are so drastically different. It's very strange. Can we actually get that done before the race if we go 1 day before race? No, we want to be working reliability as well, to be honest. I might switch the reliability. 50% is better. It's the gearbox and the engine that was wearing last time. Let's improve the 2 lowest parts, the gearbox and the engine. I just want to bring those fail rates up of the parts, because I don't really plan to do any new parts for a while. Drifting. Okay, here we go. Hey boss, I'm hoping you don't mind this, but how can I put it? I've been invited to compete in this underground racing syndicate in Japan. It was going to be like a drifting event at like a festival or something. Nope, an underground racing syndicate in Japan. There may be a bit of drifting involved. I'm insured for that, right? Oh, it's not an option. She's just doing it. Well, why tell me? Improves her cornering and her marketability. I mean, that's all good. That's just what you want. Someone, an 18-year-old girl, has just won her first Formula 3 race, and then she's out drifting in the underground racing syndicates of Japan. She's quite the anti-cliche, is Dreyfuss. That's brilliant. No, I endorse that. I don't have a choice, but I'm endorsing it anyway. That's good news. Continue. Running the F1 event in Yokohama. Not really my interest at the moment. Continue. 10 days till the race. There's not really much else to do. It will be interesting to see. I can't see us going very far forward from where we were. Unfortunately, Dreyfuss will be starting right at the back of the field for the reverse grid. Lucatelli Racing have opened a new handling development centre. Okay, they've just been demoted, so they've got money to spend, obviously. And they're going to be the biggest challenge this year, that's for sure. Let's have a look at mechanics and designers and stuff. Designs we probably should look at changing at some point. 9 months remaining on the contract, so probably towards the end of the season. That was the other thing I wanted to look at. Our team history is somewhere. Car team. Where's our history? I'm sure it's somewhere. Fan base 0.2 million, teamwork 35. Standings, finances, scouting. I mean, I guess if she's been with the team since 2011, it gives us some idea. Okay, so our first season in charge was actually the first time we didn't get a win in a long time. So it's not unusual for our team to get a win. And we got plenty of podiums before, so we did actually terribly. I'm surprised we weren't fired. And she's got good points in rear wing and front wing, which is wasted really because we can't develop them. Brakes is a speciality. Shame we can't bring in different designers for different parts, but that's how it is. Right, let's get going for practice, shall we? I'm not going to risk going for that 1 million payout for second or above because it was definitely a fluke last time out. Right, let's take a look at the parts. I don't think anything would have changed. Dreyfuss has still definitely got the better car, that's for sure. But look, she's just won a race. We're keeping them fairly balanced. Glad to see you respecting. Overall comment, our parts aren't exactly going to set the world on fire. You're quite right. Seems like the parts are looking okay. Yeah, so both drivers acknowledging that it's not a very good car, basically. What can you do? Okay, let's get going then for practice. Okay, right, let's select the cars and go to the setup. Looking like high downforce, that's what Eka wants anyway. We're going to go obviously towards understeer. And we'll go towards top speed as well. Changing that tyre pressure and the tyre camber, we'll put it that way. On the soft tyres, fine, no problem there. Dreyfuss very similar. Looks like it's going to be high downforce, understeer and acceleration. May turn out to be completely different, of course. Why is this going completely the wrong way? Hang on. Acceleration. There we go. Right, let's try that. Take practice. Yeah, I don't know. Even before that incredible turn of events that meant that we won the race, we were still doing really well. And it'll be interesting to see this weekend. You know, sixth quickest car, we shouldn't really be any higher than the midfield again, but I just have a feeling that things are already looking up. The car definitely seems to go through the field, and I'm getting a bit more of a hang on the strategies, definitely. Let's remember to bring them in and speed this up. So yeah, I'm hoping we can have a good weekend. It's looking like a dry practice session. We don't know for the race yet. We'll have to find out. It's really is a shame you can't zoom in more, really. When they release the images for the new DLC that's coming up for the GT cars, you see them obviously zoomed in. You see the cars zoomed in when you're doing the sponsors and stuff and the liveries. So you know the cars look good. So why it doesn't let you zoom in even further, I don't know. It'd be nice to see the car going around on track with the new livery in a bit more detail, but meh, just a gripe. Modders, get on that shit, okay? There might already be a mod in the workshop, I keep meaning to check that. Anyway, we're dawdling. Excellent on the downforce, good job. Handling and speed balance are poor, so let's try going back in this direction. Downforce has stayed the same, good. Right, let's try that. 75, good base, definitely. How are we doing for Eka? 63, not so well. Good for downforce, poor and very poor. Okay. I'm going to try going that way a bit more for the downforce. Speed balance, I'm going to try maybe towards acceleration. And handling a bit more towards oversteer. And let's see what that does. Okay, out they go. Yeah, it just be nice to get a bit more detail, really. It's not as if they need to protect the assets. They're still going to look damn fine. They're going to look good compared to every other Motorsport Manager game. I like the idea that they're adding in other categories as well. It's a nice touch and definitely shows commitment, and it shows it's doing well. This game's done really well. I think it's just about broken 100,000 according to Steam Spy. Steam Spy? Yeah, Steam Spy. Spy Steam? Steam Spy. Confusing myself. Oh crap, I forgot to bring him in again. Oh, practice lap wasted. Damn it. So yeah, it's obviously doing really well. They put in so much effort on this compared to the mobile version. It is a true PC game. It's not just a crappy mobile port, which I was really worried about when it came out. Oh, it looks like a big improvement for Dreyfuss. That's looking good. 94? Come on. Let's see if we can change the handling a little bit without upsetting that speed balance. There we go. We'll try a bit more oversteer. We can always go back. How the tyres looking? Medium. It's good. We'll keep getting that knowledge for the medium tyres. We haven't quite got as much on the softs with Eka. I'm not sure why. Considering she's been out for the same amount of laps. Probably her feedback isn't quite as high, maybe. 87. Good improvement as well. Right, let's just tweak downforce a little bit. And gear ratios a little bit. I'm going to go a bit more towards top speed. And we'll see if that's the right direction to go. Soft tyres still looking good. So around they go again. Promotion would be the aim this season, but I think it's only literally the team that win the championship that go up. So it's going to be incredibly tough. I don't know that we're going to have the quickest car outright by the end of the season, and even if we somehow do, we wouldn't have had for the first half or first 3 quarters of the season. So 4th place aim we've gone for is definitely, I think, more realistic and good progress. He's going to draw out this series quite a while, but you know, that doesn't bother me too much. I'm really liking it. 99. Oh, Dreyfuss is on fire. Okay. One thing I did wonder is whether I keep referencing the F1 Manager and Grand Prix World, but your parts got wear throughout the weekend, including practice. You would often change parts, and there's definitely no parts wear on this. So okay, active knowledge. I'm going to put her on the soft tyres, and we're going to go 3 laps, and we're going to do a quali run with her, because that setup's perfect. Why not? Right, Eka 87, not really changed at all. I'm sure we can get an aggregate of this though. Good, great. Okay, so speed balance definitely wants to go more towards acceleration. Okay, let's try that. And handling. Did that change? No. Well, let's see what that does. Doesn't really matter. And we'll bring her back in once she's on track. Then we'll concentrate on Dreyfuss and see what kind of lap time she can do. Obviously, want to stay out of the way of traffic. Let's conserve low. Get some space on track and attack and overtake. See if she can get some clean air. Looks like it. Eka certainly thinks it's improvement on her car. 89. Okay, don't know what that noise was. Gear ratios. I don't want to change that speed balance too much. Let's just try that. Let's see what that does. Get one more lap in. Dreyfuss should finish a lap. Doesn't look, may have hit traffic behind, I don't know yet. But she's up on the quickest lap of the session. Please don't hit, oh, she's going to hit a load of traffic coming out the final corner. But it is the quickest lap of practice then. They say in Formula 1 you can never really learn too much from practice. But it's nice to see that time anyway. It's a perfect practice session for Dreyfuss. We'll see obviously how Eka didn't get a time. We'll see how our setups look in the race. But for now, that's a great job. Fastest in practice, 99% setup, and feeling good for the Munich Grand Prix then. Well, that's practice and the build-up. I hope you have enjoyed. Do hit that like button if you have. Should be Tuesday, I want to say, for the race itself. Be very interesting to see Dreyfuss starting all the way at the back, but with a very quick car, it would seem, and looking at home on this track. So hopefully we can get some good points, get in the top 10 again. I'm hoping for maybe a top 5 or 6 would be nice. Podium, of course, would be great. Win would be fantastic, but I don't think it's going to happen realistically, unless something strange happens in the race like it did last time. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all the content, and join me next time for the Munich Grand Prix.
These battles have often been contained on single racetracks. Now, it's going global. The chosen chariot for this is the Red Bull 2016. Brilliant in the bends, but often hampered by its Renault engine. Lacking power on the...
Sorry? What do you mean? They make watches. Oh, okay.
Can they make up for the deficit on the streets with their Tag Heuer engine?
Sauber, a team that often I get confused as to whether they have overachieved or underachieved. A team of humble beginnings, founded by Peter Sauber in the 1970s. He would eventually work his way up the ladder to win back-to-back Le Mans races in 1988 and 1999 with the incredible Sauber Mercedes C9, a car that was relatively unchanged between the 2 years, such was its dominance. It was then that Peter Sauber decided to take a foray into Formula 1.